everybody know that I'm him. Ask your the course. She gon' tell you I'm him.
Aye, it's duck season. Reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon. Yeah. Hey, I'll pop out, you gon' feel my presence. The message real heavy in my press kit. Mind, body, build my soul, how to dress it. No lanes in my corner, we impressive. Pop back if you tryna get active. Ducked off in the stool, making magic. And my paper burning. Addicted to looking good, it's a habit. I'm too cold when you see it, they jacket. No like, no plastic. Vibe like in my glass, they classic. I got hits in my bag, spinning bags. Hurt real good, I give it to you, no average. Green light, go, give it to her like yellow. Saw red, said no, keep it going young, Uno. Mommy, hello, make you like jello. Aye, it's duck season. Only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check on my demon. Aye, it's duck season, yeah. Only pop out for a reason. Pop out, show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check with my demon. Aye, I make it turn around. Attention on her like an ultrasound. I can read what's on her mind, no cap and gown. I'm brown and I'm happy when she down. That is at the posse, hello. The function I can. It's a moment, take a picture, I think. Not the music blow, baby, love my disc jockey.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. So the Bucks win the tip. Lillard with the ball. Lopez, the screen. Pass to Lillard. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. By himself. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA able to slip out with that speed, escape up the court. From there, it's easy work.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Here's Hartenstein. Ooh, can't get the double clutch layup to drop. And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. So it's the Thunder now, after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end.
Gilgeous-Alexander showing just how difficult he can be to guard at times.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Prince. Back to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, left side. To the left side wing. And here's Lopez from the arc. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Good soft hands there from Lopez. Efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
Up top, Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Puts up a three. And it's Holmgren missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Dort outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Takes one from 10 feet. Jump shot is good that time.
And I like how unselfish Dort was on that play. Freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
Now here's Lillard. Back to Kuzma. Now here's Lopez. He's covered by Holmgren. And he hits it to tie the game.
You know, Dort's the kind of guy who plays like a fighter out there. Just because someone's in his way doesn't mean he's going to back down.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And last season, Brent, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, B.A. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league in 2 steals per game. What a season.
In for the Bucks, number 9, Bobby Portis.
Pass to Prince. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there it is for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And Lillard can knock these things down in his sleep. He makes it look so easy.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. To the wing on the left. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, B.A., to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Thunder with a lead. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Portis outside. Dort with a steal. Inside. Down low with the 10-footer. And he hits the jump shot.
The size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He can be really effective at any position on the floor.
Lillard right side. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
A clear look for Hartenstein. Not enough on that one as it misses. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing game.
So, at the end of 1 quarter of...
13.
Man, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
To the wing, right side. From deep, Holmgren. Milwaukee with the rebound. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Right wing. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Dort to the inside. And Antetokounmpo over to help. 4-3. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks trail. Dort with a steal. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy, and he just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best six-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, with the Bucs switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Now the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Portis outside. Pass to Trent. Green with the ball. To the paint. Lets it go. And the basket by Trent.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams played.
Yeah, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. I mean, his shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we could put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. The 3 from Prince. Hartenstein pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Giannis able to get stops from anywhere on the court.
Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Oh, deflected. Count it.
Changing ends quickly. Scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full. Hustling and still working hard out there.
The 3, here's Lillard. And another miss by Milwaukee. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. Back to Holmgren. Dort outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it. And it's Holmgren missing.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Kuzma outside. Out to Lillard. The 3 is up. Look at Lillard making it look easy.
And one of the quickest triggers. Lillard says, now you see it, now you don't.
Williams on the wing. Back to Dort. Williams up top. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. It's Prince on the wing. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Prince has got 5.
But when he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. Very comfortable on that one.
From deep, Holmgren. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams making some changes here. Pass to Lillard. Misses the 3.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The 11-footer. No good off the back of the rim. Thunder leading by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mitchell. Inside. Williams. Oh, great D that time from Portis. To the inside. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Caruso, right side. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Here's Lillard. The Thunder with the rebound. Outside, Williams. Prince grabs the miss. The Bucks trail by 7. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
Williams' shot is good. Williams has got his first bucket in this one. Now here's Lillard. Give him 8 points now.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Lopez.
Substitution.
Portis, left side. Pass to Prince. Back to Portis. Shot clock at 6. That three's off the mark. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. To the middle. Williams. Rejected by Lopez.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Here's Mitchell. And he banks in the layup. And the Thunder lead by 9. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Here's Lillard. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Drills it from deep. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Now here's Wallace. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Ooh, Lillard getting after it in transition.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Wallace. And it's rejected. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Yeah, and Portis needs to be pushed away from the rim. That's too easy.
Here's Caruso. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. The Bucks trail. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Let's watch Dame here. Pass to Prince. Kuzma, the open look. Again, Milwaukee.
And Kuzma has proven he can be an effective scorer, whether he's operating on or off the ball.
Here's Williams. Lopez with the steal. Lillard with the ball. Caruso covers. Stolen by Caruso. Down low. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Porter. Still without a bucket. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:03 left in the third quarter. Portis outside. Pass to Porter. And stolen by Williams. Here's Holmgren. And a fast break now for the Thunder.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
Bucks trail by 4. Outside, Green. Now Portis from outside the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Pass to Williams. And the layup is good off the glass. Williams has got 6.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Oklahoma City leading by 3. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. Here's Hartenstein. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 3. And we're coming. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Bucks trail by 3. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Now Lopez. It's Prince on the wing. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Here's Williams. And he gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 2.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Prince can't hit. Dort outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
Well, Dort has that great compact fire hydrant type of build, and he'll take that kind of contact.
And Dort hits them both. From undrafted to a key rotational player. Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, BA, he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
And the basket is good.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
The Bucks trail by 3. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. And here's Lillard. Dort with a steal. Right side, Williams. Fires the 3. And Dort is good for 3. And it's a 6-point Oklahoma City lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Antetokounmpo with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Lillard outside. It's Prince on the wing. Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. And it's Prince with the 3.
Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Oklahoma City making a switch here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Not knock down a couple shots, and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. B.A.?
And Allie, thanks. Pass to Holmgren. To the middle. Williams. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Back to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, left side. And wrestling for it there, but no one.
It's the land of mission control, Houston, Texas, where the Rockets are ready to engage in an interconference showdown. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Joel Embiid.
That one is good from Joel Embiid. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Joel Embiid.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Zero hesitation, Maxey. Great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Maxey. And George gets it to go.
It's a big part of George's game, the three-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
To the inside. Green. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. 4-point game. Outside, Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball over. Back to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Now, here's Thompson. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. In the corner, George with it. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
The 76ers leading by 7. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, "I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody." Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Pass to Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Now here's Van Vliet. No scoring in this one. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-5 run. There's Embiid. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
So it's Philadelphia now. The Rockets making the shot. Pass to Yabusele. Edwards with it. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here is Green. To the middle. Out to Thompson. From outside the arc. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got 8.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you. Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Maxey. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 5.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. 70s.
22.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Here's Green. Rebound by the 76ers. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Oubre outside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Back to Lowry. Stolen by Van Vliet. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
Oubre outside. That ball's nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry. Oubre's got his first 3 points of the game.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Outside, George. Outside, Gordon. Pass to Lowry. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Here's Thompson. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Thompson. Has now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket. Mark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
They grabbed their own miss. Adams' shot is off. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Shot by Gordon, wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark. Rockets trailed by 6. On the wing, Green. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And it's 9 points for Jalen Green.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Oubre, right side. Outside, George. It's stolen by Adams. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you.
Gordon so good at sizing up the defense quickly and then burning them off the catch and shoot. I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Here's George. Again, Philadelphia.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
At the elbow, Adams. Thompson from long range. Rebound by the 76ers. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there.
Adams' shot is good. 51 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Oubre. Now George to the right side. Outside Gordon. Oubre with it. On the wing, Gordon. 5 to shoot. Outside for Lowry. From deep, George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the patience from George. Not rushing up a low percentage shot, not settling for just any shot. Instead, keeping his cool and burying a quality look.
Here's Adams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. To the paint. Here's Drummond. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
Wow. Andre Drummond getting fancy. Firing his team up with that monster throwdown.
Back to Green. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's Van Vliet. Green drives in. And the rejection by Embiid. Pass to Oubre. Down low. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Philadelphia. Thompson with it. Covered by Oubre. George with no one around. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 14 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Oubre with the steal. And now the 76ers on.
Can't make it to school. Life been coming before you get to the tomb. For real. Dropped out of school and ran.
Been the same, that's just my observation. These memories never. I said it and I meant it. Don't know no other way. They ask me how I'm doing. I tell them I'm doing great. Cause if I really wasn't, could you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? When your talent speak for itself, never pretend to be great. I moved on from that Nike box. I tried to fill up a safe. Get real, it turn you numb. Feel like your feelings erase. You ain't never got the chills till you shake. Homie, the streets cold. No contributions to nothing I was pursuing. I understand it's hard to call it a movement if it ain't moving. Keep your energy the same from all them days when I felt ruined. Had everything to gain, but you complain while we regrouping. We sat around the table, broke bread like the Cypher. Judas, I could feel you touch a snake and it might bite you. Can I call and ask you for the things you asking me? Probably wouldn't let me use your bathroom if I had to. You probably wouldn't throw no water on me. Now you trying to swim. You see my jeweler threw some water on me. If I was you and you was me, you would have left me out. Got it on my own. I would never ask you to help me out. My energy protected. I've been burning sage. Follow how you feeling. You won't be led astray. I said it and I meant it. Don't know no other way. They ask me how I'm doing. I tell them I'm doing great. Cause if I really wasn't, could you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help?
You know I need someone. Yeah.
Fell in love with the game. Put him on ice like the diamonds in my chain. I said, give the streets hope, look how far the came. Mr. Never leave my presence, never change up on it through the house.
Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Here's Irving. Washington outside. Outside Irving. Pass to Washington. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. Davis misses.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. Gafford with the bucket.
That's just great savvy in a pick-and-roll situation run perfectly by Kyrie Irving.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Stolen by Gafford. Irving with it. And it's Kuzma picking him up. Down low. Gafford with the bucket.
Well, this is why Kyrie Irving can make a defense look bad. He can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
Antetokounmpo, left side. And Davis with the block. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Dallas shooting their first free throw in this game. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Thompson. Outside for Davis. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. Gafford with the block. On the wing, Thompson. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Klay Thompson, you can't let him get cooking from three. Boy, this guy's too accurate as a shooter.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Lillard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, inside Lillard is just so scrappy, turning aggressive defense into a foul while shooting.
And both free throws good for Lillard. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. For three, here's Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Mavericks trailing. Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
Lopez. Rebound, Anthony Davis. The Mavericks on offense. And the dunk by Gafford.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Out to Portis. Stolen by Davis. And now the Mavs on the run. Back to Thompson. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Pass to Portis. Here's Lopez. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I mean, a big guy like Lopez won't stop for contact. He stays strong and powers through.
Here's Dinwiddie. 14 feet away. And he can't bank that one in. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Lillard. Over Thompson. Lillard can't get it to go. Dinwiddie, right side. Washington. Got it off in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Mavericks ahead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams at crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
Pass to Lively. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. In transition. Here come the Bucks. Trent's shot is off. And Irving has got the ball here for Dallas. Over Trent. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
That is Kyrie Irving in a nutshell. You want to give him the mid-range, he'll take it. The consummate three-level scorer.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stance.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Now Thompson, outside Irving. Thompson with a screen. On the wing, Thompson to the middle. Gafford with the bucket. Gafford's got 8.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous, his size at 7 foot, and he doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
Here's Irving. Porter pulls it in.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Antetokounmpo. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Pass to Gafford. Over Trent. And it's Gafford missing. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
And Gafford with the block. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Milwaukee has possession. Inside. Here's Prince. Lillard up top. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And Dallas with possession. Outside Irving. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Here's Kuzma. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, B.A., this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Irving. 46 seconds left in the first half of this one. Misses the three.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Nope, that doesn't drop. He's now 3 for 8 in the contest. Irving looking around. Pass to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Here's Lillard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Just a highly effective free throw shooter. You cannot afford to give Lillard too many looks from the charity stripe.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. First free throw is good. Good on both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Fires for 3. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 2. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Yep, that one's good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
High activity, challenging the heart of the defense. Taurean Prince is not afraid to mix it up.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks.
Well, Kyrie has so many options when he runs the pick and roll. He runs it to perfection.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard left side. Here's Antetokounmpo. Out left to the wing. Pass to Lillard. Here's Prince. 5 on the clock. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Lillard converting inside.
It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
Thompson right side. Back to Irving. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here we go, one-on-one. The shot by Lillard, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
To the paint. Back to Irving. With the fadeaway. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks leading by 4. Lillard, the open look. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Pass to Thompson. In transition, here come the Bucks. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Dallas making a change here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Prince. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Shoot from the baseline. And the shot goes in. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Outside Irving. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
I think that's going to stick with him for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And Dallas making a change here. .152 left in the third. Irving with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. And here's Thompson for three. On target from range. Thompson's got 6.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. Here's Lillard. Can't get it to drop. Excellent D there from Lively. They push it up 4 on 3. Davis misses. And here are the Bucks now. They're on a 15-5 run.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Mavericks trail by 9. To the inside. There's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Pass to Trent. Out to Lillard. Now Antetokounmpo. Check by Davis. Antetokounmpo. That's good. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. To the middle. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
What a find by Spencer Dinwiddie. Defense keys in on him, and he decides to make the nice pass.
Antetokounmpo for 3. The shot off that time.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Outside Davis. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. AD doing what he does.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Davis with the block. And now the Mavs on the run. Finished off the break. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Bucks on top. They lead by 3. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Mavericks trail by 3. Pass to Davis. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Antetokounmpo with it. The teardrop. He can't hit that time. Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What's amazing about Kyrie is the number of go-to moves he has on the interior.
Back to Porter. Pass to Portis. Excellent D there from Davis. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
One thing that stands out about Kyrie Irving, obviously, his creativity, especially when it comes to his handle, as good as it gets.
And here's Thompson for 3. Here's Lively. Outside Irving to take the lead. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, we know Kyrie is one of the outstanding shot takers and makers in this league.
Here's Trent. And he lays it up and in. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
To the paint. Here's Lively. Another shot. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Down low. And Davis slams it home.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Davis with the defensive effort.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He lit into them over their transition defense. He said, quote, "Enough is enough. Get back on D. We have to slow them down. The discrepancy in fast break points is eating at him. We'll see how they respond."
As always, Allie, we thank you. And here's Dallas. They're on a 12-4 run. Davis. And finished off by Davis. Great game for him. Double-double now.
You see, Kyrie never hesitates. As soon as he sees that open man, boy, it is on time.
Pass to Prince. Lillard with the ball. Lets it fly. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Lillard's got 15 points in just the second half. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Very hard to stop Kyrie Irving once he has his rhythm. Now he's relentless, seeking out some buckets.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Washington outside. Back to Irving. Over Lillard. Here's Gafford. Outside for Irving. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Lopez. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Lillard. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Thompson outside. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
It's Prince on the wing. Hits the trifecta.
You get the sense Taurean Prince rises to the challenge and relishes every chance he gets.
And the dunk by Gafford.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will end the shot.
And here's Milwaukee now. They trail by 7. Here's Lillard. And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Thompson outside. Outside Irving. 19-footer. Another one falls for Dallas.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
launches it. Good work defensively by Lillard. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweet.
Doris Burke, Allie.
It's a real and all the kids downstairs asleep, and now you obsessed by yourself a minute from there. We still, one-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to way before I had you right in someone. But then again, I can be.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in mine. This some rich by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? A terrible thing to waste. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in a way. My too close to me. One classic taking my coat from me. I blast her with the dopest. She overdose on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me mobile buns. Then poppy seeds. The mini Connie mommy, all she say is me, no poppy seed. Harley can speak no English, but counting up the guap we eat.
It's the Philadelphia 76ers facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And it's the Sixers to start out. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Sinks the tray.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
To the paint. And Mitchell with the slam.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Now here's Embiid. Here's George. Again, the Sixers score.
Stepping in from the line, George, very good and capable from mid-range.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Now here's Maxey. Outside Oubre. Back to Maxey. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Fast break, Cleveland. And the shot is good by Garland.
And you see Garland out there running, hustling to make a play.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Maxey's got 5 points.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Pass to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
Out to the right wing. Here's Embiid. Back to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. Outside Garland. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Earning a trip to the stripe that time. Allen constantly on the move, which makes him hard to guard.
Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
And it's Garland on the drive. They now take the lead. He has 6.
And Garland is tough as nails, able to convert despite the clear contact.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Here's Mitchell. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And Mitchell with the slam.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Drummond. Over Hunter. To the wing on the left. Takes a 3. The rebound by Allen.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Banked it in. Off the glass.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Allen outside. Garland looking around. Over Maxey. Garland no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Drummond. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And Mitchell with the slam.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story.
16.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Back to Jerome. the bucket is good. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Pass to Embiid. To the middle. And Embiid fires it home.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years, a big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Pass to Embiid. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
You know, you can't go for the shot fake. As soon as Embiid has you in the air, it's over. You're done.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's.
Oh, my goodness!
About the hops for a guy that long. Allen enjoying throwing it down like that. Bam!
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Sixers trailing. Here's McCain. No points so far. And the shot goes in. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Jerome on the wing. Back to Garland. Pass to Jerome. From deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Jerome's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And there is very little ego to Garland's game. He wants to get other guys looks and opportunities.
Now here's Embiid. Buries it down low.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Strus. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
And we've come to expect this kind of vision out of Garland.
Pass to Embiid. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Pass to Jerome. Tries a 10-footer. The rebound by Embiid. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the 76ers. The 3, George drills it from deep. Timeout. George has got 7 points.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Down low. Mitchell. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. George outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell showing some muscle.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Right side Maxey. And another miss by Philadelphia. The Cavs trailing. Pass to Allen. Mobley outside. And Allen gets it to go. Allen's got 7 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
34, the 76ers.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. On the wing, Strus. George with a steal. Outside Maxey. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
When Maxey is clicking on all cylinders, he is a tough guy to slow down.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. And here are the Cavaliers now, trailing by 2. Pass to Mitchell. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Here's Maxey. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
So tough trying to knock Maxey off balance, off stride. He's outstanding at playing through contact.
Mitchell with the ball. Grown man points from Donovan Mitchell.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. To the inside. Allen can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 4. Maxey with it. Strus covering. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Mobley, no good. Inside, Oubre. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the 76ers lead by 7.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Maxey. Mobley grabs the board. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And here's Strus. Outside Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good by Garland.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Pass to George. Over Strus. George's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 3. To the inside. Outside for Mitchell. Outside Hunter. Back to Mitchell. No good that time. Some solid defense from Maxey. Philadelphia leading by 3. What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer. Allen Iverson back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
What you love about Mitchell, he plays with energy, explosiveness, and courage.
Both teams will make substitutions. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Pass to Hunter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Mobley with the block. Right side Mitchell. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. The 76ers making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound. Misses at the rim. The Sixers leading. For 3, Maxey. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Cleveland's ball. Pass to Okoro. Down low. Here's Mobley. And the layup is good off the glass. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Maxey. Here's Yabusele. Back to Maxey. Fires at the elbow. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Maxey's got 6 here in the quarter.
Zero hesitation. Maxey. Great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Good on both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way.
The 76ers, 47.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Lowry. Pass to Embiid. Back to Lowry. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Oh, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And here comes Cleveland. Here's Garland. The kick to Hunter. Allen on the wing. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
His third.
And, you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
So both free throws good from Allen. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 2. Embiid from outside. The rebound by Allen. To the paint. Here's Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
The Cavaliers lead by 4. Here's Garland. The kick to Hunter. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. Left side, Edwards. Soft touch off the glass.
Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Pass to Mitchell. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That'll belong to Kyle Lowry.
What poise from Mitchell there. Taking the hit like a champ and finding a way to convert. Nice.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Cavaliers making a switch here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. B.A.?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Outside Hunter. Launches it. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Cavaliers lead by 5. Pass to Embiid. Out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball. Garland with the ball. Mobley on a screen. Garland with the ball. Oubre picks him up. Mobley. And there's a pick. The shot from 20 feet out. Offensive rebound. 76ers trail by 5. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Maxey, that's good.
No fear in Maxey, folks. This guy's ready for the big moment and welcomes the challenge.
Hunter can't get it to go. And Philadelphia has possession. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Another shot. Down low. Embiid puts it in.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Outside Garland. Mobley, right side. Hunter with the ball. To the middle.
Good challenge that time by Embiid, using all that length quite well.
Mobley, no good. Right side Maxey. Out to Oubre. With the putback. Hunter with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading. Pass to Jerome. Mobley outside. And here's Hunter. Outside Strus. Mobley with it. Maxey covering. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And Cleveland making a change here. And he's able to hit the second one, and that'll put him up 2.
He missed the chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
And it's Maxey missing. A minute 9 left to play in the fourth. Outside Garland. Back to Mitchell. And he sinks it.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moments.
Oh, throw it down!
Nice!
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
To tie it up. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Oh, wow. Unable to get off a shot. They'll turn it over. Very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Three-pointer Embiid. It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
I wanna be with you. I still think about you. I still think about you. Tell me how you been. Crazy how you turned into a dub when I could have been 2 10s. Crazy how I still feel alone in the room with my whole crew. Damn, can't help myself. Could have been more loyal. Could have been more for you. But you been so fake, I swear it's like the chains you be wearing. Aluminum for you, no heart to pour you. First time I saw you, you me. Had you out your body, 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 had you out your body. Only for one night. I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my vibe. I wanna be with you. Only for one night. I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my vibe. I wanna be with you. For sure. For you, I make them cry for you. I can't get tired of you, desire you. I would five of you if there was 5 of you, no lie to you. For you, it's like I'm 5 of you. For me, for you, now I need a shot of you. Sound with you, I do what I gotta do. I just wanna vibe with you, would die for you. Put them to the side for you. I ain't gotta hide from you. Then I make you. Had you out your body. G6 Scotty. The way you got it. Like Hibachi. Blast on Friday. I can't pass on Stockton. My long come home, I was wrong, baby, I was wildin'. Blowing up your phone, what you want, where you at, baby, know I'm solid. Never be alone, I'd rather you do that than be outside. I ain't tryna troll, but I'm grown, so what's going on, just be honest. What's with all the aqua silence? You got another than this. Only for one night. I wanna be with you.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Porzingis for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Porzingis grabs the board.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Soft touch off the glass.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Now here's Lopez. Antetokounmpo, that's good.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Up top, Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Pass to Brown. Back to Holiday. This one for three. Prince grabs the miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Pounded by Tatum. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Pass to Lopez. Tries yet again. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. And here's White. Three-pointer. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. White's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Brown. And there it is for him. He's got 5.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Boston Celtics. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
Oh, sweet move. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. The Bucks trail by 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Sims. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Brown with a screen. Rebounded by Trent.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Portis outside. Back to Porter. Portis outside. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
So, at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Celtics leading. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Hoping to continue that success on the line throughout this one.
The Bucks trail. Lillard outside to the inside. Here's Lopez. Kuzma outside. 6 on the shot clock. And another shot. Horford with some nice D.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Pass to Pritchard. Inside. Brown. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game. Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside, Brown. And it looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And the technical free throw is good. Outside Porter. Down low.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Sims. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
To the paint. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
From the low block, the Bucks need to get up a shot here. And here's Green from the arc. Boston with a rebound. Here's Hauser. It's hauled in by Portis. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Sims. Goes back up. Pass to Trent. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. Such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
2 minutes.
Lillard, left side.
2 minutes.
To the middle. Giannis throws it down.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Brown. Now White. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Brian, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Tatum can't hit. The Bucks leading by 3. Pass to Antetokounmpo. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of this game. Down low. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Porzingis for 3. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Lopez. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. And it's an 8-point Milwaukee lead. Here's Tatum. And so it's Milwaukee finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Milwaukee leading by 8. And here's Porter. No points yet. Outside, Green. Pass to Portis. Here's Sims. Three-pointer. Tatum pulls it in.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Now Porzingis. Off the mark there with a 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now Trent. He's guarded by White. To the inside. White with the steal. Holiday with the ball. Green picks him up. Tatum. The layup off target. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Porter. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning. Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Milwaukee making some changes. The Bucks leading by 3. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Inside. It's stolen by Tatum. And And here come the Celtics again. Boston on the fast break. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Tatum with room to shoot. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 7 now in this quarter. Lillard outside. And Giannis with the dunk.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Outside Porzingis. Oh, the deep ball from Porzingis.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And he's going for the lob. Whoa! Antetokounmpo flying.
The assist. Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Pass to Antetokounmpo. .146 left in the third quarter. And that one's good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Porzingis sets a screen. It's Holiday with a drive. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard shrugs off the contact.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
White to 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Beyond the arc. The shot by Lillard, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Brown. Brown gets the inside finish.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. To the middle. The kick out to Kuzma. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. Kuzma's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. In close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
To the inside. Back to Holiday. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Celtics trail by 5. Inside. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Outside Porter. Here's Sims. Back to Porter. 5 on the clock. Portis for 3. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Portis has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Down low. Here's Tatum. The rebound by Sims. And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 6-point game. Pass to Portis. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis. Boston making a switch here. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. Outside Tatum. Screen by Horford. JT to the hole. Yes, it's good.
Okay, just some big boy strength there from Tatum. Just put himself to the line.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
To the paint. Horford with a steal. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. To the right side. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Going all the way to the rack. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Fast hands pay off for Lillard. He nets the steal and instantly gets the fast break going.
Kuzma for three. Boston pulls it in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Tatum. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma. And that one misses. Milwaukee leading by 3. Lillard right side. Here's Lopez. Defended by Porzingis. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Lopez. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
And using that size to his advantage. I mean, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
And he gets the bucket.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
Here's Lillard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Shooting for Milwaukee.
And both free throws good for Lillard.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Inside. No! Stop it in there! Jams it in, and he's fouled! An opportunity in a three-point play. That's on Brook Lopez. And that one falls for Tatum. Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard with the ball. To the inside. Got a piece of it. On the wing, Holiday. The kick out to White. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum to take the lead. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's got 13 points now in the quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Celtics?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Pass to Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Oh, give Lopez props for staying ready. I mean, he reads these important situations so well and knows exactly what to do.
And Brown with the stuff.
In the clutch, Brown is someone you rely on, and he knows how to find his team points in a hurry.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Free throw good, Lillard.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the and one.
It's Holiday with a drive. White on the wing. Pass to Holiday. To the paint. Porzingis. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
And it's Porzingis at 7-3, a monster to go to late in the game.
Now Lillard. Lillard with a step. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Money!
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, thoughts on what Coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threaten with the lead pass. Well done.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Now here's Lillard. Into the lane. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. He got it up in time. Oh, couldn't sink it, and we're going to overtime. Time expires. We're going to And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And here's Holiday. Pass to Porzingis from behind the arc. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
The Bucks trail by 3. Lillard looking around. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He misses the free throw. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Rejected by Lopez. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Giannis end to end.
Excellent outlet pass, helping to make transition opportunities like this easier.
Here's Holiday. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Boy, I'll tell you, when Holiday shifts gears, he quickly leaves people behind.
Down low. Back to Lillard. Oh, Lillard after getting bumped.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow.
To the middle. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. White on the wing. Back to Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Here's Prince. The 3 is up. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Back to Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Brown with a screen. Clock at 6. Yes!
And this is exactly who Tatum is. Someone who doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. No good with a layup. The finish! On the break, Jaylen Brown.
Gets behind the D on the break, and the pass is there waiting for him.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Another shot. He connects! And now they trail by just 4.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
Now the Bucks with it.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And an intentional foul right there. Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker.
Second team foul.
And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
So we see Boston get the win here. Things looked a little uneven for them down.
Bless. They don't want to take my blessings. They don't want to see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. Bless. Yeah, they ain't trying to see me. Yeah, they ain't trying to see me blessed. They don't want to see me blessed.
Ay, give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring, should be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile to even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. It's the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. It's your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah. They know it's true. We on the move. Aye. Yeah. Eyes on the money, I stay in my bag. Taking my city, it's put on the map. Hustle was harder, I had to adapt. They hate me, they love me, how funny is that? I step in the lights, it's getting them hype. No got them all, we just got a night. Yeah, that's the way that we live in this life. We stay going in. Tell me where I would've been if I took your advice. I bet that would've dropped the price. If they be trying to lock me down, well then they better read my rights. Ay, no we don't play, what they gon' say?
And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And it's going to be Los Angeles off the tip. Outside, James. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Banked in off the glass.
Luke, a combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
Here's Garland. Six on the shot clock. It's deflected. Here's Reeves. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And the passing instincts of James are just unreal. He has that great sense for when and where to send the ball.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
some love for the Laker Girls dance team.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Mitchell with it. Doncic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And James throws it down.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
We've passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level of his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
Good, nice job down low.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Right wing, and a wide open look for Hachimura. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Strus in the corner. Here's Mobley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Now here's LeBron. Reeves outside. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Strus. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. James, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 8. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David.
And the unpredictable nature of Mitchell is hard to game plan against, especially when he drives.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
Reeves can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Jerome. And here is Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Tyson.
And you want more of this from Mitchell. Good to see him moving the ball like that.
Lakers leading by 6. James outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Mitchell. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice tee from Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Reeves gets the bucket.
Good read that time from Finney-Smith. So reliable at getting it to his teammates.
Here's Okoro. Off target from three-point range. Here are the Lakers with the ball. 9-point game. He gets it in there.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The shot no good. Tyson.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter.
The Cavaliers. 9.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here's Garland. Over Doncic. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Assist from
Garland's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Cavs. Lakers leading by 9. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Well, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Allen, that's good.
assisted.
Boy, good touch inside. I mean, Allen does have a nice-looking shot, but he's really at home near the hoop.
Vincent up top. Doncic feeling it out. Doncic converts inside.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
And here is Garland. Driving inside. It's Strus on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. A rebound by the Lakers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Doncic with it. Garland picks him up. Pass to Doncic. Doncic gets it to go inside.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Lakers leading by 14. Luka Doncic again. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Cavaliers ball.
And so it's Cleveland with it. They trail by 16. Pass to Strus. 4 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Screen by James. To the inside. James jackhammers it down.
Well, you better stop the ball, especially when it's LeBron James with it. That guy is pretty good.
Allen makes it off the glass. Allen's got his second basket.
And you know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
Pass to James. Inside. Here's Finney-Smith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Isaac Okoro.
Finney Smith has a clear understanding of his role in this offense, including when to take charge and draw fouls.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. A minute 20 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Okoro. Back to Allen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Hachimura, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Boy, exhibiting toughness right there and persistence. Allen might have been fouled on that inside basket.
And James throws it down.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Here's Mobley. And the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to James. In the corner, Finney Smith with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Jerome. Here's Goodwin. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So it's the Cavaliers now. 15-point game. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. The three for Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Los Angeles leading by 11. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Garland. Pass to Mobley. Cleveland moving it around. A three ball. And another three for Cleveland.
And the release for Garland is getting quicker as he gets more comfortable.
G.A., you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
To the middle. And Mobley throws it down.
clearly he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 13. Back to Reeves. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Strus. Pass to Hunter. Hunter on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. Can't get it to fall. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Mobley. Drops in the layup for 2. Mobley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Lakers leading by 8. Now connect. Still without a basket. Los Angeles with another miss. .137 left to play in the third. Back to Hunter. Here's Thompson. And Merrill has it in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Here's Doncic. .107 left for the third. Pass to Hayes. From deep, Reeves drills the 3-pointer. Reeves has got 8.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
A 3, Hunter. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. Hunter's got his first 3 points of the game.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Doncic. Connect with a wide open look. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And you have to run Connect off his spot. He's very comfortable in the corner.
.16 seconds left in the third quarter. Hunter. Merrill with the ball. He's defended by Reeves. The 3, Hunter. Rebound the Lakers. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They played the better game.
The Cavaliers. 41.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened.
Let's make some noise right now, man.
So it's the Lakers now. Outside, James. Reeves outside. The kick out to LeBron. Back to Doncic. Can't connect from 14 feet out. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Hachimura grabs the miss.
You know, he's going to hear from his teammates after that one. I'm not sure what happened on that play.
Stolen by Allen. Stolen by Reeves. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And Cleveland making a change here.
In for the Cavaliers, number 4, Evan Mobley.
Mitchell with it. Down low. It's rebounded by Hayes. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 11. Back to LeBron. And the Lakers turn it over again. Here's Garland. Mobley outside. Kicks it out to Allen. From beyond the arc. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Allen's got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. The shot's good from Hayes.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Mobley outside. Strus in the corner. And the rejection by LeBron.
Love the defense from James. When he's engaged and focused, he can block some shots, folks.
Back to Doncic. No one near him. And there's another one for the Lakers. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Garland, no good. They burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Reeves with it. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to LeBron. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Doncic. Second chance shot.
And love to see the effort from Mitchell at the defensive end, getting a hand up and challenging that shot.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. Kicks it out to Garland. Allen outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots a 3. Hachimura grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 12. Reeves in the corner. Doncic outside. Pass to Hayes. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
On the wing, James. Back to Doncic. James left side. And Hayes throws.
See, lately
Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. So the Clippers win the tip. And here's Harden. Pass to Dunn. Leonard outside. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Gobert. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Missed inside. Now Los Angeles with it. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. I talked with him about how he'll approach dealing with Kawhi Leonard on the floor, and Coach told me there's no one way to go about slowing Kawhi. He does too many things. He continued, we'll vary our looks on him and try not to let him get in any offensive rhythm. Good idea, as we all know how deadly Kawhi is once he gets going. Brian?
And Allie, thank you for that. Just 4 to shoot. Fader on the way.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to McDaniels. Now Edwards. And there's a defensive 3-second call. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the technical free throw is good. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
Screen by Leonard. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Randall outside. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the three with confidence now.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So both teams changing it up here. Here are the Clippers. Searching for their first points of the game.
Explosive move by Kawhi at the rim. The defense had no answer there.
Now here's Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Here's DiVincenzo. Back to Daniels. And that one is hammered home.
These guys go flying through the air like that. I love it. McDaniels showing what he's got on the slam there.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Now here's Randall. Pass to Edwards. Left side read. Now here's Randall. Fades back. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
On the wing, Harden nails it from three.
No three is really a bad three when Harden shoots it.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with it. Now Bogdanovich defending. Back to Edwards. Over Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Here's DiVincenzo. Drops in the layup for two.
DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Well, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
Harden drives in. And then Harden with the jam.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Now here's Reed. Still no points. Randall's got room. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Pass to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
To the right side. McDaniels with it. The kick out to Edwards. For three, Randall. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Edwards. Alexander Walker with it. There's the triple. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Pass to Randall. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
When you have Randall on your team, he'll space out that floor.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Down low. Bogdanovich. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Edwards can't hit. Clippers trail by 5. Now here's Harden. 5 points in the game. Here's Batum. Three-pointer off the mark. Clark with Minnesota being a major player in the West now. Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for. Edwards got a tight handle now and enjoys breaking out these types of moves on him.
You know, that was an excellent play right there, using his strength to power through contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. Pass to Alexander Walker. It's Edwards on the wing. Shot from 12. Batum pulls it in. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Coffey, guarded by Edwards. Outside Harden. Puts up a 3. Oh, and Reed with a block. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Sinks the tray. McDaniels got 5.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Harden with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. From deep. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. Over Bogdanovich. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
And here's Batum. Lets the 3 fly. Reed with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Inside, Zubac. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Minnesota shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
And Conley's the guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
Randall can't hit. Powell for 3. And so it's Minnesota going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. From 12 feet, the Clippers grab the miss. Pass to Dunn. Harden scanning the floor. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
I mean, he's really clever at getting his body into defenders.
Harden hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Leonard, left side. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
Outside for Harden. This one for 3. Leonard on the wing. Spins. They shoot again. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Randall outside. Out to DiVincenzo. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Clippers trail by 8. Harden with it. He's picked up by Conley. Leonard beyond the line.
Kawhi poses so many problems for a defense. I mean, inside, outside, mid-range, he can hurt you from anywhere.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. Right side, DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Harden. 10 points for him. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple.
Nice, sweet lefty stroke from Mike Conley. Has really worked on that part of his game.
Clippers trail by 8. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Leonard for 3. Leonard can't get that one to fall. Alexander Walker with it. Picked up by Powell. Pass to Randall. Back to Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo with it. No good on the triple. Outside Harden. Now Leonard. So good near the hoop. Leonard.
Skilled at getting inside and doing work down there. Kawhi Leonard is a confidence forward.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Timberwolves lead by 6. And here's Randall. 10 points for him. Outside Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Minnesota again missing. Clippers trail by 6. Powell outside. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Leonard gets the bucket.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game. Pass to Reed.
Come on.
They get it back. Back to Edwards. From behind the arc. Minnesota again missing. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Batum. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
For 3, Randall sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
For Randall, another bucket. Continues to expand his offensive game.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Left side, Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
For 3, Randall. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Woo, could be a backbreaker. What a way to carry them.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Clippers trail by 6. To the middle. Pass to Coffey. Outside Jones. The kick out to Simmons. From the arc. And the basket by Coffey. Coffey's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Man, I love how Simmons sets the floor up. So good at spotting his teammates for high-quality shots.
Reed can't hit.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Simmons. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Free throw, no good for Simmons. Out to DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Back to Reed. To the left side wing. Randle can't hit. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a one-point game. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Simmons taking off, launching himself right through the defense and rendering that D helpless.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Right side Simmons. Pass to Jones. Back to Batum. Nice D from Reed. And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by one. Randle with it. Guarded by Batum. Takes a three. Here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Here's DiVincenzo. Edwards with it. Tries yet again. Outside for Randle. Outside McDaniels. And another shot. Jones grabs the board. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Back to Simmons. Oh, the big dunk right over Julius Randle.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Outside Edwards. Back to Randle. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Calm when it counts. Randle has that clutch DNA.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. The Clippers making a switch here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team.
Oh, vicious slam by Kawhi.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Reed sets a screen. Up and overdone. Reed, good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Harden's shot is good.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. To the paint. And the layup falls. Randle's got 20 points.
Down low, Randle can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Back to Harden. Leonard inside. Pass to Batum. Launches a three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Here's Powell. Randall with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Reed. Outside for Randall. Outside Edwards. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Now Harden. Driving to the basket. Counted!
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what Coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
There's 6 seconds left in the game. Here's DiVincenzo. It's in! And he's tied it up! What a shot! And a deep three from Leonard. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Harden with it. Leonard outside. Jacks up a three. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Randall with it. Guarded by Batum. Now here's Reed. Randall right side. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. 18 feet out. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
DiVincenzo with the steal. Crafty move. Now here's Reed. Here's Randall. Money from the wing. Randall's got 22 points.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Well, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Outside Reed. Pass to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Here's Randall. Up and in on the layup. 24 points for him.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Dunn left side. Back to Harden. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, I really admire the determination with which Dunn played. Staying confident in his shot at all times.
Here's DiVincenzo. Count the basket and the foul. James Harden picks one up.
Look at DiVincenzo going on the attack. Knows they need some points on this possession, and he delivered.
Here's Leonard. Back to Dunn. Leonard left side. Tries again. And no good. Randall with some nice D. Here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Here's Edwards. Inside. Money!
You know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Pass to Zubats. Count it!
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Randall deciding where to go with it. Outside Reed. From downtown. Oh, my! What a shot!
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Powell outside. From outside the arc. Off target from downtown. And so it's Minnesota who